Okay, so here we go. We begin. I'm going to use the Liminal Spirits Oracle deck. It's a gorgeous deck. This is a dynamic today between two groups of people. It is very interesting and very new energy coming here through this message at this channel. New subscribers probably, and that's why these are new energies. So here is the message. I'm seeing here a beautiful master. This master can be called as an oversoul. The master is an oversoul, but it is here. It's an entity, if you will, that has its own consciousness. And this entity, this oversoul, has a group of people that guides these people to go towards each other in love, in friendship, in business, or all of the above. I have to change the battery. I'll be right back. Or all of the above, as I was saying. And this information is valid for the first group of people. Now, the second group of people, it's almost like they have the same oversoul, the same master that they are under the guidance of, the influence of, or the guidance of. But they keep looking at this other group. They are pulled, magnetized towards this other group. Yet, they don't see themselves that they are being pulled towards this other group, because somehow they don't believe that whatever is within them, it's green enough for them. You know that saying, the grass is greener on the other side. This is the dynamic that's taking place here. For the second group, the ones that are pulled towards another type of guidance, they have some sort of a mirror behind them. It is not even in their shadow or anything of sorts. It is partially in their shadow. It is partially in their blind spot. They cannot see this partially. Did you get it? Partially. It's almost like they understand, they know what this oversoul, what this over energy, the energy that's guiding them, it's all about, but they saw it only intellectually. These people, they don't have the capacity to, at the moment, completely understand what this energy can provide to them, can give them. They want to jump into this other group, into the neighbor's property. They want to evacuate their area and to move into someone else's territory and area. Yet they fail to see that there is a couple of more steps for them to learn and understand what the area, their house, their family, the friend, the relationship, the guidance still has to offer. someone here, a group of people, they want to jump steps. And there is a complete divine intervention taking place. There is a giant here. Let's pull some cards. Protecting the first group and removing it from the environment of the second group. Okay, so there is a removal of a certain energy from the environment, life of a second type of energy, which needs more time to integrate, look, understand something that's happening in their lives. And that's crucial. Okay. We are pulling a couple of cards, 2 or 3 cards for the first group. So let's see. Desert. Guys, this card showed up in the last 2 messages. Desert. Burial ground. Okay. Do you guys like this deck? I absolutely love it. And whoa. Ash. And why the cards are repeating? Because even if they are repeating, the message here for us, for the collective, is it's the same cards, but it's not the same message. There is a profound lesson the collective has to understand, and that's what is similar but not the same with what was before in the situation I am in or I'm about to enter now. And I believe, and I really profoundly feel that this message applies to the collective. That's the first group here I described, the one that's they are doing their thing here. These people, this family, this group of friends, this work environment, this couple that are underneath a higher power, a guidance of sorts that wants to bring them together in love, in friendship, in business, so on and so forth. They need to understand that things now might seem similar and are similar, but they are not the same. For example, if in this group someone is being pulled in love in a romantic dynamic with someone else, and they might, maybe they have the same physique, or scratch that, maybe they talk the same, they have some traits with someone from their past, with an ex, and but moving on with the relationship with the intent of knowing each other deeper and better, they realize that this person actually, it's a whole new world in there. So although I thought it's the same, it is not, it's only similar. There are similarities. With the job also, if you started something, you went for a job, you went for a desire here in one way or another, and it didn't happen the first time, the second time, and now you're being guided to try again. Maybe the first 2 times you didn't have the capacity to hold that which it was intended to be given to you by a divine power, by God, by a workplace. Now you can do that. So similar but not the same for the first group. Now 2 cards, we are going to pull 2 cards for the second group. Environment. And ocean in reverse. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Look how rich this water is. Ooh, this card is, oh my god. what it's in reverse for the group. Oh, this one is one of my favorites also, fish, but it's not on the in our stories here so far. So here it comes. The second group here, they are releasing and purging a lot. They have the tendency, it's an immature tendency here, it's childish. They want to rush into the first group area energy and to steal. There is an energy with the second group that's dirty, that's they want to steal, they want to play that thief energy. And although it plays out in their subconscious mind, now, or maybe recently this happened, it penetrates the border between subconscious and conscious. So now they see what they are doing. They see that they want to cross a light sound barrier here into the first group and to take. These people, they are takers. They are not balanced. They operate from a mental, they operate from a mental infection. And although they held back, or usually they used to hold back in life, now they take steps, or they tried to take steps, even if they saw, consciously they saw that what they are doing is dirty, is not ethical, it's not moral. They did take steps to affect the environment, take what doesn't belong to them, but belongs to our first beautiful group. The people in the second group, again, they act like, what wants to come through here now is the fox animal spirit. But the fox, when it's unbalanced, it is very tricky, sneaky, stealing, right? The same energy repeats. They want to take, they want to steal. And you see, they also need to understand here, and not even they don't need to understand what these energies in them, in their subconscious and now conscious, look like. Different type of thieves. They try different avenues that are not ethical again and not moral, unbalanced, to take from the first group. Fox in reverse, there is no heart in there. There is no openness in there. The compass in them is, although it is not dead, it's erratically functioning. In other words, this might be some individuals here that they definitely are in a disorganized attachment style, chaotic, all over the place. They can be even diagnosed with a severe mental disorder, is what I'm being shown here. The ocean in reverse is, they don't know how to handle life. They are very immature. When a wave comes, when life comes as a wave towards them, they take that as a tsunami. They take that wave as the end of the world, and they don't take time to calm down and see what is actually happening and what are the necessary steps that I need to take in order for whatever situation shows up to be handled correctly, ethically, morally, so on and so forth, whatever situation is. Now, They are recently, more karma has been bonded to their feet. Here the angel of death comes, and really they are entangled here with more karma for whatever they have done. Our angel of death here, so powerfully and beautifully, comes and says, listen, they have mishandled probably people from group 1, but they stepped outside of their comfort zone. Okay, I see. They stepped outside of their comfort zone. It was not written in the contract, some contract here, spiritually, that they are supposed to do that. And as I'm saying, they stepped out of the comfort zone. They allowed the immature little dwarf in their subconscious to cross the boundary into their conscious, and they acted. And so death came and attached a whole lot of dead weight to themselves. They don't know that sooner rather than later, for some, and soon for some, they will find themselves in a very dark place. Because there is a split happening in the collective. Planet Earth is splitting again. And this group, our beautiful, I see only light here with our first group. Only light, desert, yeah, Joshua, Jesus vibes, and more than that, this oversoul. This oversoul to me looks more like, if you are familiar with El Moria, but what else? Equality, equal give and take, open hearts, beautiful hearts. These people, they even themselves might have, they don't have it any longer, but until recently they had some sort of infection around their heart center. The shadow of their heart is what attracted these ones. It is almost like these thieves, I'm getting pissed. These thieves, they were so near to this group in their work life, in their house, in their life, romantically, otherwise, family. Romantically mostly. Because they had insecurities around love, family, connections. But now, recently, that was removed from them and given to this other group. That's their karma. And now these, our little birds here, they get to fly. They are flying away. In the arms of unconditional love. And now the energy is changing. Our second group here, they are leaving the picture in our message today. So this might be definitely, again, remember there is a separation. And we are going to put the cards from the first group in the deck as well, because we are about to enter in a more particular dynamic. So there is a separation happening in the collective, and the divine sent a giant spirit and removes, through time and space, removes our beautiful group of light and love, removes it from the ground, from the foundation, up, and places it in the arms of unconditional love. Now, we are moving in more detail. I can see and feel the energy of the first group interfering still a little bit with of the second group, the thieves. Let's call them the thieves, right? Their energy is somewhere still around you, but they are far now. They are not around the first group any longer. They are the divine here. There is strong divine intervention keeping them away. They don't know what they are playing with, these ones. They don't know. When is purity in the heart, the divine is present, and the divine doesn't play games with his children. So there is distance created. And I'm seeing them in a very confused state, making all sorts of faces, and I'm seeing now in their demonic self that which acted, that which they fed, guys. Okay, so they are somewhere there, and still in your energy. Yeah, I believe it's important for a reason or another to know that they are still in your energy a little bit over there. But what are we focusing on right now? We're going to pull one card for, again, an individual or another group of people, and one card for another individual and another group of people. We are going to see how it connects. Oh, a new card, yay! Rue, this is Rue. Okay. Let me just Google really quick, Rue. Symbolism. Okay. Oh. Sorrow and spiritual strength. But it's in a good sense. Bear with me. I'm seeing here a key. Do you see the key by the moon? If I haven't gotten through that, I wouldn't be here today with you, is what someone or some group of people is saying. Second one is cave. Snail in reverse. Let me show you the card upright. Guys, I'm in love with this deck. Look how beautiful. The artwork is just out of this world. The detail. Gorgeous. And guess what? Look who's on the bottom. Fox. Okay, you guys, so here is what I'm receiving. This can play out like this. What I'm about to say about this dynamic here. Rue can be a group of people. It is one and the same with our love and light group of people. Snail talks about timing, and it is in reverse. And cave, it's in reverse also, and it talks about one individual. But now you can interpret this as one individual from the Rue, not necessarily a group, but an individual, and this can be a group or an individual, okay? And the dynamic can be romantic first and foremost, but from there I'm seeing more being created. It is almost like, imagine as a result of these unions, soul purposes are being unraveled in the form of a business, in the form of a career, a family. I'm seeing children, babies. Yeah, the cave here now talks to me about just, it's very much, it feels a little bit sexual, really, but more than that, more profound than that is this individual with this individual, they are a perfect fit. Right now, in this moment, in this reading, they are completely aligned and they are a perfect fit. And the time is now. Through divine order, there is a spiritual decree. Here comes God. Here comes a God. Or God. A God is fine. And comes with a contract or a paper of sorts here. And as he reads the contract, now it's set in stone. And I'm seeing commitments. And then the people are really in this reality. They are and when I do like this, it's like, bravo, good job. But they are really, here comes God, a God with a new contract. As he reads, it manifests. As he reads, it manifests. Right? That's the true divine power. As he reads, it manifests. That's why the energy is so important. Your energy is so important. When you become more divine, when you become more godly, you manifest like that. And that is the key that Ru here comes with. Ru here is teaching people, this person, this group of people, the individual, if I haven't gotten through the sorrow and spiritual strength, and through the sorrow and spiritual lessons which gave me the spiritual strength, if I haven't gotten through all these experiences, I wouldn't be here today to experience this beautiful love with Cave, this beautiful business, this career. And I feel, as I talk about it, the energy of, remember the thieves, it's still interfering. Now it shows up as a chameleon, trying to regurgitate karmic energies in your field. But little do they know, as they chose wrong, they made the wrong decisions time and time again. They cannot touch you any longer. You guys, you are the light ones. You are protected, you are integrated. There is no crack in your system that is a match for the karmic energy they brought in your life. The spiritual infection you had on the back of your heart corresponded to a father figure, a failed family relationship, a divorce. Someone, you expressed a specific situation here. Maybe in your early teenage years or around that, 17 to 21 years old, when you were that age. Maybe you are that age and you need to hear this now. So listen to the old wise woman. Here it comes. If you declared your love to someone and they just laughed at you, they took your love letter, if that's the case, or your feelings, however they manifested, and they just threw them in your face, or they said some mean things, or this could have been the case where you really opened up and fell in love and you got into a connection with an individual around that period of time, and they cheated, they went with other people, right? That infection, it's related to that. It's in the past. It was related to that. And you know what I feel? That our thieves, they have been through the same. But they didn't take the time and chances that have been given to them time and time again, time and time again, time and time again, time and time again by the universe. Heal, 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 do shadow work, do shadow work, do shadow work, heal. They haven't. They gave in to their darkness to take from those that did take the time to do the work, that did take the time to go to a therapist, a psychologist, to open up, to speak, got into spirituality, connected to their spirit, with their soul, manifested a new version of self time and time again. Over the years, they became the best version of themselves, and now they get to be in a relationship with a match. Cave is the match of Ru here. And what's about to happen, it's about to happen. In the next 3 months or so, in the near future, guys, this is happening now actually. This is now, this is a manifestation that's taking place now. I'm seeing here babies being pushed out from this beautiful connection. There are a lot of, we can call them manifestation, whatever those are. It's going to be specific. Maybe some of you are in your 50s, 70s, 60s. Obviously, we're not talking about babies here. Or who knows? Who am I to say anything? Miracles are real, right? But these are manifestations. Maybe, yeah, I'm seeing this can be just something like, I'm seeing someone in their late 60s really, saying, I always wanted to go on this lake in a boat with a loved one, with my lover, or with a good friend. A sacred friendship is what I feel here. This is a manifestation that it's a deep, deep desire of their soul for some reason, which I don't know. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here. It is beautiful, it's pristine, it's juicy, and the time is now. Things have moved slow in your lives. What a gorgeous card, I love it. Because you have been attached to the thief's karma, however it applied. That karma was all around you. You had to work with something in some cases. In some particular cases, my beings of love and light, you had to work with the karma that wasn't yours. In which way? You are here, I see you. You are open-minded, open-hearted. You are on a path of, you are multifaceted. You healed multidimensionally. You are now in the role of a master yourself, which can bring in an empire. And as you opened this beautiful golden palace, guys, when you open up, there is this golden palace coming out of you, and you come out and you are golden in your god or goddess energy, and you just flick your, how you call that, wand once or twice. You flick your wand once or twice, and what's happening is everything turns to gold. You are like Midas here, similar but not the same. And what happened is they continue. Yeah, you are golden, guys. You are golden. You are passionate. You are balanced. You are beautiful. Your emotions are beautiful. You are in the flow of life. Remember that ocean card that I pulled for them. If I would pull that for you, you are the ocean and you are the sun. You embody the planet. You know people. You love people. You are gorgeous, okay? And their karma, with every single block they would put, by being the Debbie Downer, by being the negative one, they would just throw this darkness onto you, and you would be like, oh my god, yeah, let me see what is this, let me see what is this. No more. That's now with them in the past, and they will live and see in their darkest hour, hence my video that I posted last night. They will see what they were showing on. Many, not all. Some here in their late 60s, they are going to wake up to this. Not even then, unfortunately. Even if miracles happen, some are literally, the miracles are not going to come to them just because of what they have done to you and to the world, to the planet. How do you treat the planet? How do you treat The planet is the people and all there is. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Wake up. Too late for some. What else? Well, this is the message for today. For this morning, for this afternoon. You are going to see this in the afternoon, I believe. Yeah. The next one I'm going to post is about what's going to happen in the month of September. Predictions for the month of September. I hope you enjoyed this message. Remember, my masterclass starts tomorrow. Send me an email if you feel guided towards it. Thank you so much for being here. You are appreciated, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.